Welcome to a new class. It's time. So we're gonna start. I hope that some of you are around. Okay, so welcome. A pleasure.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Thanks. Good evening, Miss.
Good evening. Welcome. Okay, so today we're gonna close the topic that we were working yesterday. Okay, this is just a review, a feedback. Remember that we use many with plurals, much with singular, but we have the other way to recognize that depending on if they are uncountables, of they're countables. And we talk that countables are, well, when you can take it individually, and uncountables when we have liquids, when we have the size of a rice of smaller, right? So that kind of things are uncountable. And food that become uncountable because we need to cook it to eat it. And abstract things, intangible. Okay, that's what we, and some let's say collocations like how much money, and in general, right? How much water, how much milk, how much juice, okay, etc. Because it's in general. This is a fast feedback about what we were doing yesterday. Okay, so today we'll continue with some exercises to close this topic. We have 3 exercises, and then we have at the end a game. Well, we have 2 games, but one you're gonna play it directly with your classmates, and we can get a conversation right from this game too. Will be speaking time. But before, let's do some exercises to put into practice. To close, the information that we had yesterday. So give me a second to share, to open the links, and then we can practice.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Miss, todavía no voy a encender la cámara porque voy todavía de camino para mi casa.
And your name, excuse me?
Suham Sabla.
Okay. Yeah, because I'm trying to open. I'm not watching your name. Okay, miss. Okay. We hope that you get soon. Let me see here. Okay, we're gonna do this together. I got it. Let me go back to Zoom. And I'm gonna share. Okay, now I'm back in Zoom. And let's do it together, guys. This one. What do you think? How much or how many stars are countable or uncountable?
How much?
Okay, one opinion. Thanks, miss.
How much too?
How much too, you think? Okay, I'm gonna do what you say. Okay. Then we have how much or how many people?
How much?
How much? Okay, I'm gonna do what you say. How much or how many birds?
How many?
How many?
How many?
Okay. Number 4, how much or how many water is in the ocean?
How much?
How much
How
water?
much?
Okay. How much money or how many money?
How much?
How much? Countries, how much or how many? Countries.
How many?
How many? How much or how many bread is eaten per day?
How many? How many?
Okay, some of you say, I heard someone, I think, who said how much, but most of you said how many. So I'm gonna do what you say. How much or how many bones? Bones are the ones that we have inside, right? In our fingers, we have bones. In my arm, I have a bone inside. The dogs, the dogs eat bones. It's supposed to be its favorite food, bones.
How much? How much?
Okay. How much or how many sand? Sand is in the beach, right? In the beach.
How much?
How much? Okay.
How much?
How much or how many information?
How much?
How much information?
Okay. Well, I think that we will see a couple of corrections here, but let's analyze why. Okay, here we have some corrections. Definitely, we have how many stars, right? Because this is a problem that sometimes we have at the beginning. We say, but stars are uncountable. Well, it's not really that they are uncountable. They are infinite. That is something different. Okay? It's not the same to be something infinite that's something uncountable. Because uncountable, if you talk about specific, for example, if you talk about the big bird, right? La osa mayor, the big bird, Orion, I don't know. We say how many stars are part of this constellation. And we say, it is made or it is formed by 3, 4, 10, okay? And you can individualize. Okay, look at that. Those 2 stars, for example. So we can individualize them. We can count them. They are infinite. That's another thing. Okay? So it is very common that we sometimes consider that we use with stars how much. But remember, it's not the same something infinite, that's something uncountable. Okay, so in that case, we can individualize the stars. Okay, so and we can mention one by one. I mean, we can give them an individually name. For example, Venus, right? Some people say it's a star, looks like a star or something like that. It's a planet, but okay. So, and some other, right? I don't know the name. I don't remember the names of the constellation, the different stars, but we individualize them, and we can count them. We can sign them. Okay. Look at those 2 stars, or look at those 3 stars. Which one? Or what? Those that are over there, I don't know. Okay, so we can say in that way. And in this case, definitely, right? People is individual, right? We can say how many people? 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not necessary. I mean, to be in groups, in containers or something like that. People is one. I mean, it's made by individual person, right? So we can count them one by one. And it's plural. Remember that we say that with something plural, we use many. Remember that other point that I shared with you yesterday. So how many people? Because people, remember, that is an irregular verb, irregular plural. Okay, person, people, but it's plural. So how many people? And here we have bread. Cook it to eat it. Do you remember the rule that I told you, that I gave you? If we need to cook it to eat it in a civilized way, we need to cook the bread, right? We need to cook the bread if it is, I don't know, even pan francés, right? But some people can say, pero no, yo uno me como, teacher, porque son muy pequeñitos, de una vez me lo como. Yeah, but maybe, right, because they are very, really, really small, but little, but in that case, we're supposed anyway to cook it, maybe in just 2 pieces or 1, or I don't know, 2 pieces, 3 pieces, but we're supposed to cook it to eat it. Or pan baguette, for example, right? We need to cook it to eat it. So that's the concept that I tried to share with you yesterday. So bread is how much bread? And it's food, remember, ready to eat. Bones, we count the bones. Okay, 1 bones. How many bones there are in our body? How many bones are there, in our body? 205, I think. 203. I don't know. Do you know? But the point is that we count them, right? 205, 200, I don't remember, huesos. So we can individualize phalanges, and I don't know, they have their names. Okay, so we have, in that case, that is how many. And again, is plural. Look, plural. How much sand? Yes, it's smaller than a rice, right? It's smaller than a rice. The sand. Do you remember that other rule that I explained yesterday? And information is an idea, it's an abstract, something abstract, intangible. So it's how much. Okay? So don't forget, for those who said or who gave this opinion, don't forget to change this, okay, these forms, because those are the reasons why we use, okay, the other option, and not the one that some of you chose. Okay, well, now it's your turn. I'm gonna share with you something similar, but now you're gonna do it individually. And let's see, and don't forget the rules that I gave you yesterday and the situations that you told me and maybe they were incorrect, make the corrections, okay? Because you can find something similar in this exercise. So the idea is that we keep the information, right? That we correct the mistakes forever. From here on, right? So here you have the link. Please try to solve it individually. If you have any doubt, tell me at the end. I think that maybe 5 minutes or less, right? Are okay. But when most of you finish, we'll do the second part with doubts, okay? If you have any doubt, after most of you finish, we can talk about those doubts. Okay, 5 minutes to solve it, or maybe less. If you want, you can do, if you have a doubt, maybe you can do a screenshot. Okay, and I can see what was the mistake, and maybe I can help if it is necessary, right? If you got 10, well, I guess that you don't have doubts. Okay. One more minute. Okay, my dear people, what was your score? Finish? Are you done or still in process?
I'm finished.
Okay, you're done. Okay, so what was your score, miss? No problems, no doubts?
No, no problem.
No problem. Okay, excellent. Anybody else? Are you done or still in process? Any doubt? Finish? No doubts?
Finished.
Okay. No doubts?
No, no doubt.
No doubts. Okay. So, if no doubts, let's continue. Okay, so remember that there you have one that says, are the orange, right? We are talking about the cost. So we say how much are these oranges? Because it's about the cost, the price. And there we have again the stars, right? And again, I guess that you didn't forget it. And now you have the option of how many stars. And I guess it was correct. And then we have sugar, money, that are much because are smaller than a rice. Okay, how many Spanish words because we individualize the words. What else? Well, water because we are talking about the liquid in general, no containers, but water. How much water? How much coffee is in general. Know how many cups, glasses, or I don't know, right? Coffee in general. So how much? That's what we have. And this is the last exercise before we practice in an oral way. Okay, so I'm gonna share with you the link. And we're gonna play this game to see, finally, right, to see, because this is the last written exercise. And I wanna check if it is clear, if everything's clear. So please join this link. I will wait for you.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. Nice to see you. We are doing the extra. We already did 2 exercises just to practice again how much and how many. Okay, it's the same topic, and now we have a new exercise in that link.
Okay.
Thanks. So join the link so you can play the game.
Okay. Thanks.
Okay. Anytime. Okay, I got okay, Mr. Giancarlo, I haven't seen you. Well, nice to see you. Welcome. Okay, he's glad to see you.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening, a pleasure.
In my first day in class, Miss.
You were not in class the previous days, right? Yeah.
I was very busy in the work.
At work.
I can't. Yes, I can't. I can't get in the class.
Okay, so I hope that you can, right? You can the rest of the days you will be able to attend the class. Okay, so you
Yeah.
welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Nice
Thank
to
you,
see.
Miss. Thank you.
Okay, so I got here Giancarlo, Miss Abla, Mr. Fuentes, Mr. Jerez. So some of you are missing. If you won't join the game, tell me, please. Si usted ahorita no se va a unir, no puede, sí le agradecería que me dijera para iniciar el juego y no estemos esperando y nadie más se va a unir. I don't know the rest of you. It would be who are missing. Let me see. Miss Rodriguez is missing, right? And who else? Adalberto, Miss Miranda, Mr. Rodriguez. Mr. Baisa, are you in the game already or not yet? Let me see. No, you're not in the game. So are you going to join the game, guys? I would appreciate if you'd say yes or no.
Yes.
Yes, okay. What about you, Mr. Baisa? Are you going to join the game? Miss Miranda?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I will wait for you, Miss. Are you Banza, Mr. Baisa? Yes? Is it you? Guillermo?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's you. It says Banza. Okay, but I guess it's you. I just want to know who is in the game. Miss Rodriguez, won't you game Miss Rodriguez and Mr. Rodriguez?
Hi, Miss.
Are you in the game?
Yeah.
But you don't appear, you know. I don't know why.
Let me see.
It just said Giancarlo, Miss Avla, Mr. Fuentes, Mr. Jerez, and Mr. Baiza. You're not in the game. I mean, yeah, you don't appear. Who is Mark? Are you
Me.
Mark? Marcela? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. What did you do, Miss? ¿Qué hizo? Ahorita, para aparecer, porque no aparecía hasta ahorita, acaba de aparecer. Tal vez le comenta a alguien que no sé si los demás no han hecho algún paso para que le ayude a los demás, Miss, que no aparecían como usted.
Solo ingresé
Ahorita, lo último que hizo, que ahorita que acaba de aparecer.
Sí, ingresé al link, solo que a mí me pareció de una vez que mi puntaje era 100.
Okay, well. So I don't know why. No aparecía al principio y hasta ahorita apareció. Y hay otros que no aparecen. No sé, chicos, si no van a unirse o tendrán la misma situación que tenía Miss Rodríguez. Ya nadie más. ¿Ya?
Por ejemplo, en mi caso no tengo ningún link, Miss.
Me hubiera dicho antes, Mister. Quizás ya lo había enviado cuando usted se unió.
Probablemente como yo ingresé. Ajá, exactamente. Si me hace el favor de reenviarlo.
Okay, yeah, you should tell me a long time ago, Mister. Me hubiera dicho ya hace 2 horas.
No, es que...
ya se lo reenvío.
Ok, gracias. Thanks.
Okay, we're gonna wait for Mr. Ramirez and I'm gonna start the game because I don't know what happened with some of you. I think Mr. Ramirez is Miranda. Miss Miranda. So it's not Mr. Ramirez. Hurry up, Mr. Ramirez.
Yeah, yeah. I'm
El juego, a ver de qué puerca.
Excuse me? Okay, yes, now. Okay, so let's start. I think the next time you will do it faster, okay? Because you know how to do it. We're gonna use this, let's say, this side, okay? This way to practice. And I think the next time you will do it faster. Okay, here we go.
How much? How much water in the ocean? Yo tengo que hacer.
Okay, most of you are done. So we still have a couple of minutes for the ones who are still in process.
Lo mandamos al grupo. Miss,
Yes. Okay,
mandamos,
if you can wait because I'm listening the game. So I have that sound, so I almost can listen to you. But if it is an emergency, tell me. I will try to listen.
Mandamos la captura al chat.
No, I got the, well, it's not an emergency. Okay, I got the scores.
Okay.
Okay, here we have first place, Miss Marcela, second, Giancarlo, and third, Rafael. Okay, Mr. Fuentes. Let me check the scores. 100, 900, 90, 100, 90, 100. Okay, excellent. Most of you have an excellent score. So good for you. Okay, congrats. Let me check the results. Okay, there we have. Good for you, guys. Good for you. Okay, let me see the scores. We got, okay, Marcela, Giancarlo, and Rafael, 100%. So everything was fine. Who else? Well, then we have 90%. Okay, Miss Ava, 90%. And some other 70%. And Miss Miranda, 90% too. Okay, just some of you are down the 70%. Okay, so I don't know if those who got some wrong answers. I don't know if you have a specific question, specific doubts. So maybe I can help. Remember, we have something similar, right? We got stars, we got people, birds, water, money, countries, hours, video games, that is different. Okay. But all the previous, we already mentioned. Sand again, information again. So I don't know what happened with some of you guys, because basically are the same ideas that we, maybe at the first time we have a mistake, right? But then I already told you why, and we did the corrections together. So I was expecting that everybody have clear. Okay. But anyway, if you have a question, still doubts, tell me. Will be a pleasure to help you if I can. No? Okay, well, let's continue. With the last, we're gonna play the last game, but in this case, we have this. Look, we're gonna play it here together, and then you're gonna go to the breakout rooms. Okay, and when we come back, you're gonna tell me the information about your classmate. Okay, but let me explain first. Let me show you here. Okay, this one. Okay, so you can see here, as you can see, we have some questions that you will complete according, for example, bags. Have you got? Have you got is the British way. Do you have? Okay, but they don't use do, and but they say have you got? This is a structure that I won't explain because it's British. Okay, But just let me tell you that when you see have you got is the equivalent form to say do you have. Okay, do you have, because there are many exercises in the internet or some readings in which you can see this. I've got, right? Or I've got. That is I have got. That is the way that they use it to say I have. They say I have got. So the question, have you got? But that's another thing, right? But just for you to know and don't get confused. And it's good to know, right? If you listen in a song, maybe you read it in a book, in a magazine, you know that this is the British way to say have, okay? And in this case, it's a question. Have you got? Equivalent to do you have? Okay, so how many, in this case, right, how many bags do you have? You can change this, but remember that is the same, right? But in British. And then we have salt, coffee, sisters, languages, brothers, time, best friends, etc. Okay, so we're gonna complete. Okay, we're gonna complete. In this case, we're gonna complete with much and many, and at the same time, you will do the question to your classmate. For example, let's see. Let's start here. How many languages do you speak? How many, right? Because we can individualize and we can count. How many languages do you speak? What would be your question? I mean, your answer. How many languages do you speak?
I speak 2 languages.
Okay, I speak 2 languages. For example, right? I speak 2 languages. Okay, I speak 2 languages. I speak 3 languages, etc. Okay. Next, what is the complement?
How much money do you spend a
Much
month?
money.
How much?
Correct. How much money? If you did it incorrect in the first exercise, if you did it incorrect in the second exercise, right, in the game, so now is the time to do it correctly. For those who got wrong, this money, right, how much? Don't forget it. It's the third or fourth time that we see it. So how much money do you spend a month? You can add if you want. You can add how much money do you spend a month? Let's say buying clothes, for example, buying clothes, buying shoes, okay? Or I don't know, anything that you want to add, if you want to add, okay? I would say to do it more direct. How much money do you spend a month, okay? Or with your friends a month? Oh, I don't know. What else? In food, right? Maybe in food. Out of home. In restaurants, for example, etc. In makeup, anything. Okay, so if you want to complete this. For example, Miss Rodriguez, how much money do you spend a month in clothes? Clothes.
Maybe $100.
Maybe $100. Okay. Okay. Good for you. I would like to spend half of that every month.
Yes.
I want to spend at least 50, every month. Okay. Well, but I have well, I spend not every month, but I spend some months, you know. But I always, I don't know, but I buy clothes and shoes that I really like. So, you know, I got that clothes and those shoes sometimes during years. Because I think twice. I think twice before buying something, because I want to be sure that I'm gonna use it maybe for months and even for years, you know, because yeah, sometimes it had happened to me that I buy something and after one or two, or the first time that I wear it, I know I don't like it. I did a mistake buying this. You know, I don't like the way that I look, and I don't wear it again. Has it ever happened to you guys that you buy something and you just wear it once, or maybe you never wear it because you say, what did I do? Why did I buy this? Has it ever happened to you guys, boys and girls? Never?
Girls, means girls.
Yes. Okay. With t-shirts, with shoes, with what kind of items?
Girls spend money
Ah,
a lot of
girls.
in shoes. Yes, girls
Okay.
spend
But in
a
your
lot of
case,
men.
but in
In
your
my
case,
case, to be honest, miss, I don't spend a lot of money in shoes
shoes,
and
clothes,
pants or yeah, t-shirt or pants,
pants.
jeans, because when I spend in a shoes, for example,
Mhm.
I spend $100. This is shoes
Are for the year.
can yes, for example, 1 year
Yes.
or 1 year, half year.
Okay, yeah, it's true. You know, I do that too.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes,
I invest, maybe not in amount, but in quality, and it's not the brand. I think it's not because of the brand. It's because some of them
yeah.
are last forever.
In this case,
Are
for me,
eternal.
the brand is very important. The brand is very important because I feel these shoes can, how do you say, durar?
Last.
The shoes last a lot of time.
Okay. Last
Last,
forever.
yes, yes,
That's
yes,
what I
yeah.
said. That's what I
But
said.
but I have friends, but when we go the mall, for example, my friend, he saw a shoes that say, these shoes he love shoes,
Uh-huh.
and he can buy, and he has another shoes.
Okay.
But in my case, I no,
Yeah,
because
got it.
uh, I
The
I
ones
have one.
the ones that you need.
Yes, the unique is 1 year. Aunque also, I could buy one shoe more max.
Yes.
Yeah,
But yeah, it's not necessary for you.
yeah,
Yeah. That is a smart investment.
yeah. It's for
I
me,
think. I think. Yeah, for me too.
yeah,
I agree. I agree. You know, I understand.
yeah,
I understand you perfectly. Yeah, sometimes, right, we make them the investment because we think that it will be that an investment because they will last more. So
yes,
we don't have to buy maybe pairs during the year because just 1 month and they are die, right? Because they don't last. So if we buy something, let's say more expensive, maybe it's supposed to be right for a long time. That's the advantage. Yeah, I
Yes,
got
coach.
it.
In some opportunity, I have bought a shoes. I remember.
I have bought some shoes because it's plural, no a shoes.
I have some shoes. This is that shoes is
Where?
goes $4, $40, but shoes only last 4 months.
4
I think.
months.
Yes,
Okay,
coach. Yes,
yeah. It happens, right? Sometimes it happens. But you know, sometimes they are cheap and they last. Yeah, maybe sometimes it had happened to me too. But the average is that one, right? Sometimes if they are a little bit more expensive, they're supposed to last for a long time. And if they are
yes,
cheaper, less time. Yeah, that's the logic, but sometimes it's different. But most of the time, it happens in that way. Okay, yeah. Thanks, Mr. Giancarlo, for telling us, okay, about your investments. In your investments. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, anybody else who wants to tell us what's your situation with this topic? Don't forget this verb is last. I know that it's the same word, as you can see, it's the same word like the last. The last book that I read was this one, the last book. But in this case, it's a verb, okay? Last forever, okay? Or how long does it last? Okay, ¿cuánto tiempo lleva? Dura. Maybe an event, right? Last. So this is the verb, a verb too, not just it would be an adverb, I think. The other, right? Last meeting, last book, last. We have another meaning. Okay, anybody else who wants to speak, please? No? Okay, so we're gonna do the breakout rooms. So I hope that you speak with one or two questions, we can have a conversation. I wanted to do it in this way so I can prove you that if we want, we can have a conversation, maybe with one or two questions, right? Or maybe the idea is not that you go all the spaces until the end. The idea is to give you some base to speak, okay? The same way that we have done with Ms. Rodriguez and Mr. Tarrio, right? You can do it, you're supposed to do it in the breakout rooms, okay? You can give your opinion. With the question of the clothes or the investment in shoes, in this and that, we got some comments. I said something to Ms. Rodriguez, to Mr. Tarrillo, right? And we were having that conversation. That's what I love you to do in the breakout rooms, okay? You can choose any question. I'm gonna share this game in the breakout room, in the group, in the chat, so you can have it. Give me a second to open, to share. I don't know if you have any question. Is it clear, the activity? No me vayan a ir a hacer otra cosa, chicos. I already said, right? Si no está claro, díganme que con gusto yo vuelvo a repetir. I said that. Okay, so remember, the idea is to have the conversation the way that we did. Okay, I wanted to give an example, a clear example. So if you want to do many questions, it's okay. But the main point is to maybe base the conversation in one of those questions. So you can choose. You can choose the one that you want to do to your classmates, okay? And have a conversation. I know that no of every question we can have a conversation. So maybe not the first, but maybe the second or maybe the third, you can have a conversation and choose the question thinking in a conversation, okay? So let's try to do it. I'm gonna create the breakout rooms to practice. This is the last exercise of this topic, okay? So, because that's the idea, right? Put into practice with a real situation at the end. Let me see. Groups of 2 and 1 group of 3. But most of you are groups of, well, pairs, no groups. Okay, and don't forget to remember, because you're gonna tell me. For example, I can say, okay, what did you investigate, Sophia? Well, Giancarlo doesn't buy a lot of shoes. He prefers to buy some expensive and the shoes that he needs, no more. Okay. Giancarlo does an investment. Or I can say, right? And I know that Miss Rodriguez spends around 100 a month. Okay. Because she likes, if I could continue, Miss Rodriguez would have told me more information. I could say, for example, because she needs to have an excellent presentation. Okay. It's part of her job because she has a lot of important meetings. So she is asked to be in the best way. I mean, the best personal presentation, you know, so she needs to buy a lot of clothes. Or just because she loves blouses. Okay, and because she told me that she needs to buy because that makes her feel good, okay, etc. That's the way that I want we continue speaking when we come back from the breakout rooms, okay? So in the breakout room, have a conversation, do the question, decide if it is how much or how many, do the question, and try to have some comments. And then when we come back, you're gonna tell me, as I did, about Giancarlo and about Miss Rodriguez. Okay? That's the activity, the speaking activity. Is it clear, guys? Any question?
So.
So.
Sí, sí.
Teacher,
So.
okay.
Entiendo que vamos a practicar, o sea, algo de lo que hemos visto, pero del día a día. Eso, no sé si entendí bien.
Okay, Mr. Ramirez, Okay, so you're gonna choose a question. I already sent this to the group, Mr. Ramirez. Okay, so I already sent this to the group, WhatsApp group. So you can see here, you're gonna choose one of these questions for your classmate for your partner in the breakout room. Okay? Yes? For example, you want to ask Miss Miranda, how much salt do you need for cooking? Or how many salt do you need for cooking? So the first point is that one. Decide if it is how much or how many. Okay, I decide that is how much. How much salt do you need for cooking? So that's my question for Miss Miranda. So Miss Miranda will answer, right? Well, not a lot, the necessary. Oh no, I don't use salt because the doctor prohibited, or because I need it because of the health of my family. I don't know. Or she can say, oh no, I have that problem. I use too much salt for cooking, and I'm trying to avoid it. Oh, but I don't care. Okay, I don't know Miss Miranda's answer, but based on this question, she will have an answer. And you can do some comments. Yeah, no, Miss Miranda, don't use a lot of salt because that is dangerous. For example, right? So that's the idea, that maybe we can have a short conversation based on any of these. The same with coffee. The idea is to have, same with pets. How much or how many? How many pets do you have? And I will start telling you, yeah, I have 2 cats, 2 dogs, 2 parrots. Oh, really? And so you love animals? Yes, I do. I always have long animals. Do you have a big house? No, it's a small one, but all of them get together well. Todos se llevan de maravilla. So you see, that's the idea. Do some comments, have a short conversation based on this and of any of these questions.
Okay.
And
Thanks.
and when we come back, you're gonna tell me, okay? Me va ahí a contar qué le dijo sus compañeros.
Excellent.
Briefly.
Perfect. Yeah. I am clear.
Okay, now it's
Thanks.
clear. Okay, great.
Now it's clear. Thanks.
Good. Anytime. Okay, now let's go. Okay. So now let's go to the second part. Okay, the first part was time to speak, right? With your classmate, listen to them. Based on the question, you're supposed to listen to them and have maybe a conversation, a brief conversation, but a conversation. Okay, so now let's continue with this speaking time, with the second part. Tell me, Giancarlo, tell me, what do you remember about that conversation that you had in the break room with your partner?
Okay, Miss. Let's go remember all she said.
Okay, tell me in third person. Okay, in third person. Sophia likes to do this. Sophia likes to do that. She has 2 pets. She loves her pets. I don't know. Directly. Okay, third person. Like a natural conversation, right? Usted me está hablando de algo, de alguien. So
Okay,
no, yeah, it's direct. Tell me.
Esperen, coach. Voy a acordarme su nombre porque está bien raro. The name is...
Suhan, ¿Miss habla? No.
My last name?
No.
Coach, no. Basti.
Okay.
Yes.
Basti. Sorry. Basti spend a month.
Spence?
Basti spend money a month in gasoline about $100.
Okay, let's stop here. Basti spends. Remember that is the third person.
Spends. Yes.
Yeah, so
Basti
spends.
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 Money.
Okay, it spends 100, you said?
100
Vaya, de la 5 de noviembre.
in a gasoline in your
Okay.
car, in her car.
Okay, in her car, okay?
Yes.
Spends around, we can say, right, approximately. So we can say Basti spends around 100, you said?
100.
Okay, Basti spends around $100 in gasoline a month. Okay? Or per month.
Per month. Okay. Basti spends money around $1.
Okay, it doesn't sound good if you say Basti spends money. Basti spends directly. Basti spends around $100.
Okay, coach. Basti spends around $100 in gasoline in a month. In a month.
In a month. Okay.
Yes. Basti said one brothers.
Basti said one brother.
Yes. Basti said that Basti have one brother.
Okay, sir, but let's speak directly, right? Basti has one brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
Basti
because,
has one brother.
Because Basti said that Basti has, no, right?
Okay, okay. The next question is I gonna say directly.
Yeah, please, because we need to practice in the right way.
Okay, Basti has one best friend.
Okay, Basti has one best friend. Okay, a lot of information that you remember. Excellent, sir. Okay, don't forget to think in English and try to understand the way that you are saying, okay? Be alert, because if you are talking something directly, that is like in real life, right? Because you won't tell me, if we have a conversation about Basti, we won't do it in that way. Okay, Basti me dijo que Basti tal cosa. No, Basti tiene esto, Basti hace lo otro, Basti tiene 12 y ella gasta un montón en gasolina. So That's the way
¿Qué
that
dice
I
mi
want
papi?
you to practice, okay? Miss Miranda, please be careful with your microphone. I appreciate that you keep your microphone off, please, Miss Miranda. I would appreciate it a lot. Please.
Repeat, please. Not listen.
No, I'm just asking you the favor to be careful with your microphone because it has an interference. So you keep it open, you keep it on. So please keep it off. Turn off your microphone.
Okay.
Thanks, Miss. Thank you. Okay. So, okay, thanks, Giancarlo. Let me see someone else. Excellent, right? That was a very good example. And with the practice, we do it natural. Let me see another group. Mr. Baisa, what can you tell me about any of your classmates?
Question.
Well, think about it, okay? Think about it.
Tu cuestión. Al principio no entendíamos. ¿Cómo iba a ser? Ajá.
Okay.
The question and then the why do you eat every day? How much rice eat every day? Mr. Rodriguez eat lunch. Mr. Adalbert eat lunch
It's
every day.
rice.
Sometime,
It rice at lunch, right? It's rice.
It's right.
At lunch, okay.
At lunch.
At lunch.
Me no rice. No
I
eat
mean,
rice.
who?
No.
Who doesn't eat Mr. Rodriguez? Who doesn't eat rice?
Oh, okay. Oh.
Don't you eat? Okay.
The question how much fish do you have? Miss Marcela, 2 dogs? Mr. Marcela?
Miss Marcela has.
Miss Marcela is to have
Miss Marcela has 2 dogs.
2 dogs. Mr. Isaac, the dogs, the cat.
Has a cat.
Has a cat. And me and 2 dogs.
And I have
2 dogs. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Thanks for your participation. Okay, thanks for trying, Mr. Baisa. Thank you. Good. Okay, and the last, let's do it voluntarily. Do I have a volunteer to tell me?
Me, teacher.
Okay, mister, go ahead.
Okay, Mr. Harris has a dog, a big dog.
Okay.
Mr. Harris don't put oil in the frying pan.
Okay, Mr. Jerez doesn't.
Doesn't. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Mr. Jerez doesn't put oil in the frying pan. He has 2 brothers.
Okay.
Mr. Jerez eats 1/4 of pound of rice every day.
Every day. Okay,
Every
well.
day. His father has a car.
Doesn't. Yeah.
Doesn't has.
No, doesn't have, because if you have doesn't, you use the original verb. Remember, Mr. Fuentes,
Okay.
when you have the auxiliary, most of the time we don't touch the verb. So Mr. Jerez doesn't have dogs. For example, his father doesn't have a car, no has. In affirmative, yes. Mr. Jerez's father has a car because it's affirmative. But when we say Mr. Jerez's father doesn't have a car.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. That's all.
Anytime. Okay, thanks to you for your participation. Okay, I don't know. I think that you wanted to participate, Mr. Ramirez. No.
Sí. Yes.
Okay,
Yes,
tell me.
My partner is Camille.
Okay,
Camille
direct.
have,
Okay.
Camille have,
Has maybe?
Camille has 25-year-old.
No. In that case, okay, let's stop here. If we're talking about the age, remember the way to talk about the age. Who are you talking about? ¿De quién está hablando?
Camila.
Suhan. Okay, Suhan. Okay. No, but it's okay. But the point is not that, okay? The point is that Suhan is 20 years old. Creo que ya le quité la edad a Suhan, right?
Está bien, 20
but
years
no
old.
problem, right? No problem. Okay, but
sí.
just an example. Suhan has no never. If we talk about the age, Mr. Ramirez is verb to be. Suhan is 20 years old. Or Suhan is 20. Don't forget it.
20. Okay, sí. So look like 15-year-old. Camille have one daughter.
Has. Yeah.
Has one daughter.
Okay.
His name is Aitara.
Okay, her name. No, not his name. Her name.
Her name, Aitara.
Okay, is Aitara.
Aitara have 3-year-old.
Again, Mr. Ramirez. Aitara is 12.
Aitara
is. Yeah, because we continue talking about the age, right? Con la edad no uso never have ni has in English, remember. Verb to be. So Aitara is.
Aitara is.
Yeah.
3-year-old.
Okay, 3 years old or 3.
Okay. Aitara like it.
Like it, no, because like it is like past, but the pronunciation would be liked. But we are not talking about past, right? We are talking about present, I guess. So Aitara likes, no like it.
Aitara,
likes.
Okay. Likes beach, play cell phone.
Okay, play in the cell phone, listen to music.
Okay. Camila study English only and work.
Okay.
So
in that case would be very Suhan just studies, just tan solo, okay, solo por el momento. So just studies English.
Just study English.
Studies.
Okay.
Yeah, because
just studies English.
Okay, thanks to you. Okay, thanks, Mr. Ramirez, for your participation. Okay, I hope that the other time, the rest of times, if you're talking about the age, don't forget it. Is. Okay, Suhan is, Sophia is, my father is 30 years old. My best friend is 40 years old. Okay, I am 40 years old. My neighbor is 40 years old. Never has or have. Okay? Okay, well, let's continue. Now let's go back to the other book. That's it with this topic, okay, for today. here we are closing. How much and how many? I hope that it is clear for you. And now let's watch a video. Let's go back to the book that we are practicing how to talk about ourselves, right? How to give some information, personal, basic, and when we meet someone. Okay, so let's watch this video.
Good morning. What's your name?
Mike O'Neill.
How do you spell your last name?
O''N''E''I''L'', O'Neill.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Just one moment, please.
Thank you.
Mike?
Linda,
Hi,
good to
Mike.
see you. How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Good.
Linda.
Excuse me.
Okay, please, sorry to stop here. But I want to ask you to take notes of the phrases, right, of the expressions that we have been, that you recognize, that I presented, okay, at the beginning of the class. Do you remember? They already mentioned a couple, right, of some expressions. For example, I don't know if it's the greetings. What are the greetings that you can recognize, okay, or the ways when they want to greet someone, okay, or the expression, for example, how do you spell your last name? That was the question that the girl did, right? How do you spell your last name? Okay, I don't remember if she said Haro, because we can say Haro, or how do. But anyway, that was the question. How do you spell Haro, or how do you spell your last name? That's one of the questions that we were practicing at the beginning of the class. You remember? Okay, because that's the second book, right? The interchange book. Okay, so please try to take notes and tell me after I play the video, when the video concludes, when the video finishes, tell me those expressions or those greetings that you listened, okay? So here we go. I'm gonna play it again.
Good morning. What's your name?
Mike O'Neill.
How do you spell your last name?
O''N''E''I''L'', O'Neill.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. O'Neill. Just one moment, please.
Thank you.
Mike?
Linda,
Hi,
good to
Mike.
see you. How's it going?
Fine. How are you?
Oh, I'm good. Good.
Linda.
Excuse me.
See you later, Linda.
See you later, Mike.
Excuse me, this isn't mine.
That's strange. Oh, well, I'll just get you a new one. Here you go.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi, I'm Mike O'Neill.
What'd you say your name was again?
I'm Mike O'Neill.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm Bill Anderson. Nice to meet you, Mike.
Good to meet you, too.
Hi. Hello.
Hi. Excuse me.
Hi, I'm Rachel Stevens. Welcome to the
Hi,
conference.
Rachel. Good to meet you. And what do you do?
I have my own business. I'm an interior designer, but I volunteer with the Family History Association. Are you from around here?
Oh, no. I'm from Chicago.
Chicago.
Yeah.
Nice city.
Thank you.
And what do you do, Evan?
Oh, well, I'm a doctor in a hospital, and family history is really my hobby.
Oh, okay.
Hi,
Well, hi. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
I'm Evan Chu.
So you're Evan Chu.
Yes.
And you're Evan Chu also?
No, I'm Still Mike O'Neill.
Okay, Evan.
Well, that explains a few things. No, I guess I'm not Mike O'Neill. No, I am Mike O'Neill. This is just, you know, this is why they don't let me do surgery.
Okay. Okay, he was distracted, right? So a mistake. Okay, what are the greetings or the expressions that you could identify?
Three expressions. How do you spell O'Neill?
Okay.
Good to see you.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Ramirez. There we have three, right? How do you spell your last name? And good to see you. That is a greeting. Good to see you. Okay, similar to nice to see you. Another way to say it. Nice to see you. They were using the basic because this is a video for beginners, but we can go further, right? Podemos ir más allá, remember. They use, because it's formal, they use, how are you? Or we can add, how are you today? For example, right? How are you today? And we're working with different ways, not just how are you, but this is a formal meeting, so they are using that. Okay, and it's as I said, it's okay, but when we are in the office with friends, we don't say it most of the time. We don't say how are you. We use the other options, right? What was another greeting? Anybody else?
Mr. O'Neill said, how is it going?
Correct. How's it going? Remember that that's one of the greetings that I shared with you in the previous class, in one class, right? And I told you, try to use not just how are you, but say during the class, how are you doing? How's it going? How are you today? Okay. So there we have, how's it going? Any other expression that you could identify, guys?
What do you do?
Correct. What do you do? That is one that I insisted on, right? What's your profession? What's your job? Well, it's better to say, what do you do? And for example, he answered, I'm a doctor, right? Because remember
Yes.
that what do? You are talking about occupations, professions, not just professions, but occupations too, because we can say I'm a student, I'm a housewife. Yeah, it's an occupation. So that's what I do. So that's the question. What do you do? Okay, anybody else? Anything else that you catch?
See you later.
See you later, correct. See you later. What are the other options, guys, that we have for see you later? The option, not what they say, the options that I shared with you. Something similar to see you later?
See you soon.
See you soon.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. See ya, right? Do you remember? Informal, right? See ya. Oh, see ya later. See ya. See you later. And what's another? Catch you later. I told you, but that's informal too. Catch you, catch you, catch you later is similar to see you later. Okay. Any other? Anybody else? Any other expression? Okay, there we have something that she said, here you go. Okay, that is the way that we say, here you go, like aquí tiene. We don't say, here you have. For example, if we listen a waiter or a waitress, right, or in an office like this girl who was in the reception, right? She was a receptionist, I guess. So, and she said, here you go. When she gave the new carnet, right? So she said, here you go. So if you are taking a change, okay, in a store, the cashier can say, here you go. Okay, or if someone serves you in a restaurant, here you go, etc. Or if you at home, okay, you give something to someone, here you go. Not just food, right? Can be any kind of things. If you are given, here you go. Aquí tiene. Okay, so here you go. That's
Here
the way
you
to
go.
say. Yeah, here
Can
you go.
Can you spell, please?
Go, Mr. Ramirez, like ir. Here you go. Okay, well, let me stop. Well, I'm gonna stop sharing to write it.
Here you go, aquí tienes.
Because the spelling is a little bit long.
Thanks.
Common words, right? Here you go. Simple. It's not something unknown. Okay, here you go. Okay, so, well, those are the expressions that we could, you see, you're supposed to understand 100% or 90%, 95% of that conversation, because most of the expressions that they were using, okay, you already know them. We already mentioned them. Okay, so I hope that you could catch the full idea of that conversation. Okay, well, let's continue. That's in practice. And now we're gonna do listening, but you're gonna have an activity, okay? An activity, a listening activity. But before, we're gonna do this together before the listening activity. Okay, what do you mush? Have a good day. Thank you, you too. And if someone says, hi, how are you? What's the answer?
Pretty good, thanks.
Very good.
Pretty good, thanks. But Sofia, pretty no es bonito. Yeah, but we have different meaning here. In this case, it's bastante. Pretty good. Bastante bien. Pretty good. And you can say not just in a greeting, right? As an answer, but we can say that it was pretty, let's say pretty exciting, right? It was pretty boring. It was pretty interesting. It was pretty amazing. I don't know. So in this case, we can use the other meaning of pretty is like bastante, you know? So pretty. It's exactly the same, like pretty woman, right? Like a pretty girl, a pretty house, I don't know. So in this case, it's like an adverb. We can use it with a second meaning as an adverb, bastante. Okay, what's up?
Oh, not much.
Oh, not
Okay.
much.
Oh, not much. Okay. Can I say when I say, for example, with another greeting, how's it going? Oh, not much. Of course that we can have these answers with other questions, right? Not just with how are you, pretty good. We can do some other combinations. For example, that one, oh, not much, can be an answer when someone says, how's it going? How's it going? Oh, not much. Oh, great. For example, right? Oh, not much. And good morning, that is good morning.
Good morning.
But remember, I don't know if I mentioned that good morning is formal in the office with with your boss, I don't know, right? With someone that you respect a lot or that you are not close to. But most of the time we just say morning. Okay, morning. To an average, it's not too formal. It's not, I mean, too informal. Okay, it's not just like WhatsApp, you know, that is very informal. But morning is a middle, okay, a middle position. Morning, not too formal, not too informal. So we can talk about with friends, with co-workers, you know. So it's not extremely informal. So we can say, and it sounds more natural and more, I mean, more of daily day, you know, every day we can say morning, because good morning in the real life is not 100%. Like, how are you is not 100%. We have some other greetings that sounds more natural most of the days, right? Most of the situations. Okay. So that is what what we were practicing in the previous classes. So I just want you to do this part, and now we're gonna do the listening. Okay, this is the listening activity. I'm gonna send it to the group so you can solve it. Okay, you will listen to the conversation. It says, right, complete the information about each person. Okay, what they say about William, and what's the name of this person, that is Miss or Mr. Ortiz. Okay, and where is she or is he from? What do they do or what do they study? Okay, so that's what they will mention in the conversation. And that's what you have to catch. Okay, so just let me send it. And now let me play it for you. Here we go.
Page 6, Exercise 10, Listening. Page 6, Exercise 10, Listening. Everyone calls me Bill. Listen to the conversations. Complete the information about each person. 1.
Bill, this is my friend Amber. She studies history too.
Hi, Amber. I'm William Davis, but everyone calls me Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. What's your last name again?
It's Davis. D-A-V-I-S.
And where are you from, Bill?
I'm originally from Chicago. My parents have a house there.
Cool. And do you like studying history?
Yes, I do. I think it's really exciting.
2.
Okay, Ms. Ortiz. Let me just check this information. Is your first name Josephine?
Actually, it's Josephina. It's spelled Josefina.
Okay, thanks. And you're from Costa Rica, right?
Oh, no, I'm not from Costa Rica. I'm from Mexico.
Oh, sorry. Mexico. But you are studying English.
Actually, I'm not. I'm a business student.
Business. Okay, got it.
3.
Excuse me, are you Jun Young Park?
Yes, I am.
Is your brother Min Soo Park?
Yes, he is.
Tell me, is Min Soo still here at the university?
No, he's not. He's at home in South Korea.
Oh, he's in South Korea. Is he in school there?
Yeah, he's studying math at Seoul University.
Okay. So, got it? Or do you want me to play it for you again? Or it's not necessary?
Please again, please.
Okay, once more.
Once more. Thanks.
Okay, let me.
Page 6, Exercise 10. Listening. Everyone calls me Bill. Listen to the conversations. Complete the information about each person. 1.
Bill, this is my friend Amber. She studies history too.
Hi, Amber. I'm William Davis, but everyone calls me Bill.
Nice to meet you, Bill. What's your last name again?
It's Davis. D-A-V-I-S.
And where are you from, Bill?
I'm originally from Chicago. My parents have a house there.
Cool. And do you like studying history?
Yes, I do. I think it's really exciting.
2.
Okay, Ms. Ortiz. Let me just check this information. Is your first name Josephine?
Actually, it's Josephina. It's spelled Josefina.
Okay, thanks. And you're from Costa Rica, right?
Oh, no, I'm not from Costa Rica. I'm from Mexico.
Oh, sorry. Mexico. But you are studying English.
Actually, I'm not. I'm a business student.
Business. Okay, got it.
3.
Excuse me, are you Jun Young Park?
Yes, I am.
Is your brother Min Soo Park?
Yes, he is.
Tell me, is Min Soo still here at the university?
No, he's not. He's at home in South Korea.
Oh, he's in South Korea. Is he in school there?
Yeah, he's studying math at Seoul University.
Okay, there we are. So what's the information that you got? For example, in the first part, right, that we have William. What more can you tell me about William?
Last name is Davis.
Okay, his last name, okay, let's speak naturally, okay? Like if you were telling me in the real life. So his last name is Davis, okay? His last name is Davis. What else?
He's from Chicago.
He's from Chicago, right? He's from Chicago. That's not what they are asking, but tell me a little bit more about what you listen in the video. Okay, that's what the exercise ask. Okay, he's from Chicago, that's it. But let's go a little bit farther. Vamos un poquito más allá de lo del cuadro. What else do you remember about that part of that they mentioned Chicago? What happened in Chicago? Did you understand that part? What happened in Chicago?
He is original in Chicago.
Excuse me?
Is original Chicago?
Yeah, he's
With your
originally from
father?
Chicago. Ah, okay, there you are.
But your parents know, miss.
Your parents or his parents? His parents.
Sorry.
His parents.
His parents, but his parents no.
No. Yeah, they are. His parents? What happened with his parents, guys? His parents?
His parents from
Have a house. Okay? Have a house in Chicago. His parents are from Chicago too. He's from Chicago too. His parents are from Chicago and they have a house. They have a house in Chicago. Okay, what about the last part about William? What does he do? He studies?
He studies
history.
History.
Correct.
History.
He studies history. Correct. Okay, we can do it in 2 minutes because it's time. Okay, I'm gonna take from your time just 2 minutes. Okay, I promise. Okay, so in the second, about the lady, what's her name?
Josefina.
Her name is Josefina.
Correct. Her name is Josefina. Her last name is Ortiz. And where is she from?
She's from Mexico.
She's from Mexico.
She's from Mexico. And what does she do?
Business.
Business.
Okay, she studies business. Okay, she studies business or as a student of business. Okay, and finally, we have to that man that, let me see, because I don't speak Korean. I guess it's Minsu. Okay, is her first name. Did you catch his last name?
Park.
That I don't
His
remember.
last name is Park.
Ah, Park. Yeah, it's two Park. Minsu Park. Okay, correct. And where is he from?
From South Korea.
Okay, South Korea. South Korea. Okay?
Okay.
South Korea.
He's from South Korea. Okay. And what does he do?
He studies
math.
He studies math.
He studies math.
In
Okay.
university.
Okay, the university. And what happened with her with his brother? They mentioned his brother. Any information about his brother? About Minsu brother? He studies English in South Korea too. He is in South Korea. Okay, I mean, they are originally from South Korea, and now his brother is in South Korea, and he studies English at Seoul University. Okay, well, that was the practice, the listening practice for today. Tomorrow we'll continue with a new topic, okay? A new topic of new unit. We have just one more practice of the interchange book, and we still have a couple of short topics from Isafor's book, okay? And we'll continue practicing everything tomorrow, okay? Speaking, listening, and some new information about grammar. That is very, very easy, okay? Very friendly. Hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for your participation and for your attendance, guys. We appreciate it a lot. Hope to see you tomorrow. Take care.
Good night.
Take care.
See you tomorrow.
Everybody.
Bye.
Have a nice night.
Bye.
You too. Have a nice night.